Good morning to all young Restless fans. Justin Fleming here. And for those of you who don't watch the Canadian versions of the Young Restless here on YouTube, but would rather watch this on CBS, I'm here today to give you and read all of you a spoiler for today's episode of CBS daytime drama, Young Restless. So here it is. Today on the Young Restless, at the penthouse, Billy asked Chelsea about a call she took. She says some of Adam's assets have been released from probate. It feels final. He notes she tossed and turned all night. Chelsea blames work and shows him the christening gown. Billy wonders if she's been keyed up because he's Katie's father. Chelsea insists she's happy for him. Sage arrives at Adam's suite. She's saving himself. Adam says it's his life. Sage reminds him they had a deal. Adam thinks she's afraid of losing Gabriel again and reminds her he's dead. Sage warns, if you get found out. Adam talks about making Chelsea fall in love with Gabriel Bingham and revealing himself when the time is right. Sage thinks he's delusional. No one will forgive him for running down that innocent girl. He insists it was an accident. Sage feels that there's no one in town who will give him a second chance. She says she's the only one who would trust, and Adam needs to stay dead. Adam says his love for his wife isn't dead. What else? And then at Jabot, Sharon pleads her case to Jack. She needs this job or she can lose her daughter, which isn't fair or right. Jack asks if she really wants to talk about what's fair or right with him. He reminds her he was deeply hurt by her. Sharon regrets that, but she's not the same person. Like he's not the same person he was on pills. Sharon complains Phyllis fired her because she hates her. Jack will give Sharon a recommendation, but won't second guess Phyllis, and he won't forget what Sharon did. And then at the underground, Nick and Noah bicker about the custody case. Nick insists he has no choice, but Noah reminds him he always has a choice. Nick thinks Sharon put him up to this. Noah admits she asked him to reason with him. Nick says Sharon is her children to get what she wants. Mariah appears and says by that logic the children need protected from him. She reminds Nick he used her to get dirt on Eden. Noah backs her up. Nick is glad that they don't care about Sharon. She is going to need them both. Mariah makes a speech about forgiveness, and Sharon appears. Nick tells Sharon to stop putting the kids in the middle. Sharon says he's the only one doing this to them. He asks if Sharon is having a manic phase. Sharon says that's low, but he's Victor's son. Sage listens as they argue. Mariah pulls Sharon aside to warn about making things worse. Noah is disappointed in Nick. Nick spots Sage and doesn't want her to think he's a jackass. He urges her to come back again. Meanwhile, Sharon vows to Noah that Nick won't take Faith away. Wow, this is getting very, very personal between Nick and Sharon. And then Fan hugs Summer at Crimson Lights. He suggests she and Austin come on his ski trip. He asks questions about Austin and Summer gets defensive about how well she knows him. Ben tells her he warned Austin not to hurt her. And then Summer gets a test and complains that Phyllis is driving her crazy. Ben says his parents were pushing him out the door. It was strange. They hug and Ben leaves. And then Ben arrives at Victoria's house with pampering gifts. Ben puts the baby to sleep and unveils him. Victoria gapes. You had me at foot massage. The doorbell goes and Katie cries. Ben gets her while Victoria lets Billy and Chelsea in. Billy spots Ben and notes this is getting to be a habit. Ben wonders if they should talk alone. It's not necessary. Billy says he was wrong about Ben and has no choice objections to him being there. They discuss the four of them making nice, and Chelsea gives Victoria the Christian ground. Billy declares that Katie has her first. Chelsea lost an original. Ben feels that they have their first Christmas miracle. Later, Ben rubs Victoria's feet. They are about to kiss when Katie cries. Victor watches Ben get her. And get this. Adam gets his cover blown by Jack. Listen to this. At the Abbott house, Adam and Jack come face to face. Adam says what he's about to tell him will seem unbelievable. Jack asks why he's talking like he knows him. Adam said he knows things about him no one else does. Jack wonders if this is a shakedown and moves to call the police. Adam orders him to put the phone down. Jack booms. Who are you? What are you doing here? Adam says, it's me, Jack. Adam. Bam. He's just been made, folks. He has just been made. And then, at the penthouse, Chelsea and Billy reiterate their feelings for one another and kiss. Chelsea muses that he seems distant sometimes. He admits Katie makes him think about Delia, who will never meet her sister. Maybe she can. Well, that's my little spoiler for all of you Young and Restless fans. Hope you enjoyed today's episode. All you have to do is subscribe to me, Justin Fleming, and I can give you updates of what's going on, what's going to happen on the Young and Restless at any time. Just subscribe to me. Well, I'm out of here. Peace.